I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Thanksgiving, Christmas comes early.
Really? Yay!
With a family comedy that's a true Christmas treasure.
We are gonna make a little Christmas miracle.
Deck the halls.
Do you have any idea how bright your house is? Pretty bright.
Rated PG. Tomorrow.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. There's another request for Johnny. Thank you so much. If anyone wants to request any type of reviews or re-reviews on movies or something else, topics, reactions, what have you, you just send the request either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. But now, deck the halls with bowels of fuckery. Deck the halls with sacks of shittery. Somehow this fucking movie cost over $50 million. That blew my mind. And of course it was a big bomb. And what's sad is there's trivia that says about how one of the actresses was out of it because she was married to Aaron Sorkin and things didn't work out. Matthew Broderick apparently was seen shaking his head and going, "I hit rock bottom." And this is the guy that years before voiced a fucking dog from outer space in a film called Good Boy. I know it because I reviewed that piece of shit. He voiced a fucking dog from outer space named Good Boy. And he thought this is where he hit rock bottom. Now maybe because that film he only did the voice work, so he could come in his fucking underwear and AC. For here he had to be on set. And then Danny DeVito, it says that he just flew in to do his scenes and didn't interact with the cast. I don't know all the validity of this. This IMDb trivia. But sadly I wouldn't be surprised. Because this movie didn't click. It's a Christmas movie. The plot is a plot that would be in a fucking sitcom. You know, a Christmas episode of Home Improvement. Roseanne. Fucking Grace Under Fire. For all five I get that. It would just... Matthew Broderick is known as the Christmas guy. He's even got a Christmas calendar. He's always set in his ways. We gotta do this, this, this. And he's not mean about it, but he's like, hey family, we gotta do this each day. Tradition, focus. He has a regiment. And in town people know him as the Christmas guy. Well then someone moves in and that's Danny DeVito, who's got a wife and two teenage daughters. Matthew Broderick has a wife, a boy, and a teenage girl. The boy is in like a midlife crisis even though he's 10 years old. The daughter is a loner. And neither of these characters are likable. Matthew Broderick I like as an actor. I don't know about him as a human being. There's a thing about a possible hit run that he did in the 80s or 90s. I don't know. But I like him as an actor. Danny DeVito, I liked as an actor, but the director of this film, he did Malibu's Most Wanted, which I enjoyed, but he also did Big Mama's House 2 and the fucking film Thunderstruck, which starred basketball player Kevin Durant. So, Danny DeVito, he'll say lines like, I accidentally dropped a fridge on a cat. Thankfully, most of it got away. And will steal the newspaper out of the blue. But we're not supposed to think of him as a jerk as of yet. Even though he steals Matthew Broderick's newspaper for no valid reason. DeVito's daughters, they're like hot, almost twins. DeVito's a car salesman, but he's bored of his job. He wants to do something big and important. So then his idea is to make the house with so many lights it could be seen from outer space. Because his daughter showed him this app called My Earth, where you can see stuff from outer space. And you want to make it so bright to see from outer space. That does seem like something that would be in some fucking sitcom. Because then Matthew Broderick doesn't like all the hubbub, doesn't like that he's being known as a Christmas guy, not himself, and just this back and forth fucking thing that just is not funny in the slightest. Matthew Broderick, he's a guy that needs to be utilized the right way. Because if he's utilized well, you get a Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or even The Cable Guy. If he's not, then you get Inspector Gadget or this movie. It just... I don't know if he's the type of guy to do big slapstick humor. I don't think Ferris Bueller himself is the right guy to do that kind of acting. And you don't hear about his character because he's so fucking strict about... I did not mean but strict about this schedule. And Danny DeVito, you don't like him because... I mean, off the bat, he's doing shit for no reason, like stealing the guy's newspaper, and Danny DeVito doesn't know sarcasm. And just these silly antics where Danny DeVito buys a bunch of lights. He has a horse with duct tape antlers and a sleigh. And Broderick gets on there and gets pulled along. And he's pulled over the road, and you get some really iffy, shitty effects, which you would think for over $50 million that you do a lot better. Matthew Broderick and this iffy green screen behind him, again, for over $50 million, you would think they could do a bit better than that. But it goes over the road, and goes on the ice. And then the next scene, Matthew Broderick wakes up. He's in a car that's going to the hospital, and there's Danny DeVito naked next to him because, oh, you were freezing, and body heat. If I woke up and Danny DeVito is naked beside me, on top of me, I would scream too. I'm like, here's an idea. How about his wife do that? You know, his wife... I mean, Matthew Broderick would probably want to wake up to his wife naked, giving him body heat, and that would make more sense than some stranger. I'm just saying. I mean, again, just saying. But, you know, it's meant to be the joke. That's the point. And I'm like, this is more creepy than joke. You're 2 steps away from molesting him in his sleep. Or Matthew Broderick has his tree farm, he's chopping it, but because Danny DeVito fucked up and there's this gasoline, all the trees light on fire. Or Danny DeVito has all this place with all this noise and music and this whole crowd. Broderick can barely get his car out, and so he gets his car out, it catches on stuff and it rips the doors off. Or the guy is playing this loud music at 3 a.m. and has his bright lights and shit. If someone's doing that to me at 3 a.m., I would be pissed off too. But it seems like we're supposed to hate Matthew Broderick in these scenes. But it's like, no, if you have a motherfucker doing shit at 3 a.m. having goddamn loud Christmas music to hear in your own fucking house, no, you'd be pissed too. And then Broderick takes snowballs and hits the fuse, but then the guy has his loud ass generator. You get Dad's like a camel spitting Matthew Broderick's face. You get Danny DeVito going, oh, so you did this. He finds out Matthew Broderick did, so he gives him gifts. He gives him gifts like a car. But then, oh, actually you gotta pay that car off, otherwise you will get arrested. That's a bit fucking steep. Because he fucked up your lights. Like, let's see. I fucked up your lights. So, let me get this father possibly arrested during Christmas time. So, if he doesn't pay this car off, which is thousands and thousands of dollars, maybe around Christmas time you just don't have the fucking money because maybe you bought it on Christmas gifts and other shit of Christmas. You gotta pay me $10,000, which, I mean, it's extortion. And then, if you don't, you get arrested. Oh yeah, make his kids and wife lose their dad and husband on Christmas. So that right there made me think Danny DeVito's a piece of shit. And just, then by the end, we're supposed to like these characters. I don't like these characters. The comedy doesn't work. They do a speed skating competition. And Matthew Broderick has a skin-tight outfit. DeVito needs more lights. He sells his wife's vase that belonged to her grandma. And finally the families leave. And then, predictable. They realize their screw-ups. They make up to the family. The town gives Dan DeVito more lights. Not that he fucking deserves it. Cal Penn, Kumar from Harold and Kumar's in this as a guy who's in this almost mission control looking set. Looking on My Earth. I'm like, anybody could do this. You open the app My Earth. Why do we need Cal Penn to specifically tell us what's going on? Oh yeah, we can see it. Like, we don't. It's part of an app. Anybody can look at the app. And they see lights from space. Everything's hunky-dory, the end. So yeah, most of the plot is about a person putting up lights. I remember back in the day, John Hughes wanted to do this film. Not this film, but another film. About feuding neighbors. Bartholomew versus Neff. This is a film that would have Sylvester Stallone and John Candy as feuding neighbors. God, I wish I could have seen that movie. I really wish I could have seen that movie. And you're telling me that we don't have that movie, but we have this movie. You see what I'm doing? I'm allergic to the bullshit. That's what I'm doing. So I don't sneeze on you like the fucking camel spit on Matthew Broderick in this fucking movie. Death the balls. I meant death the balls. Death my ball. Yeah, how about you take your balls and you do the Rocky. You might as well do that. Death the balls with House of Assholes. Fuck la 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 la. Death the bitch and tell her goodbye. Ba 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 ba. Fuck these hoes and all these assholes. You know, kiss my ass, suck my dick. Death the balls with balls of folly. Fuck la la, fuck la la. Just like, fuck this movie. I'm glad it was a fucking bomb. I'm glad it was a fucking critical bomb. And didn't they kind of do this movie? Well, no, not really. There's a film with Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis, was it? It's not the same plot, but it reminded me of that for some fucking reason. I forgot what the fuck it was called. Christmas with the Cranks? I don't know why that popped in my head. It's not the same plot as this, but that was another one that was just a weak movie. Although I'm probably put above this. But yeah. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Take care. We will see you guys later. Bye-bye.